And welcome to a long length review gonna be on most of the comics that came out on 29th of Jan. I'm gonna leave you right now with all the reviews that I prepared for you from DC, Marvel, and other publishers. Enjoy! Hello everyone, what's up? Welcome to another new review, and this one gonna be on Aquaman, issue number 27, the issue where the Caracon trying to take down the surface, and Aquaman trying to stop him with everything he got. This issue picks up from where that guy trying to find out something about the King of Atlantis, trying to find out where does he live and etc. until a waitress tell him that he used to live in that lighthouse. After that, they take us to another panels where Aquaman will be fighting the Caracon, trying to put him down by any means. Later on, we see the researchers are trying to find out something deep in the ocean, and we finally see that Dr. Sheen, the guy who knows a lot about Atlantis, he's among these professors, and he's helping them out on something, but he doesn't agree on everything they wanna do. Later on, we see Aquaman cracking the back of the Caracon until he could beat the crap out of him and he could get him down to the floor and he won't be able to move anymore. Basically, that was maybe the end of that issue. We saw some flashbacks for Aquaman where he was with his father and some other stuff. We saw a guy called Kumbos who was in the end of the issue was doing something, but no one knows what is it, what he's doing, and who is he yet. But that was basically the end of this issue. Of course, there was a lot of action in this issue. We saw the Caracon, turning into some kind of a heating, bubbling thing. He was just gonna explode in front of everything. And there was Aquaman still felt that there's something coming. But that was basically the end of the issue. The next issue gonna be called Reunion. I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. I hopefully, they are picking it up to something really bigger. I kind of enjoyed this issue. It was kind of good. I didn't, hate it at all. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna rate it 7.5 out of 10. The cover was done beautifully. The art was done beautifully. That's it, pretty much, guys, for this review. Hello everyone and welcome to another new review. This one gonna be on Damian, Son of Batman, issue number 4 and the final arc of the story. I don't know what to say about this comic book. I was really disappointed by the ending of this comic book. I never imagined this ending would be for such a great run, for such a book. It wasn't really what I expected at all. But well, you guys gotta check it out as well. I'm gonna give you a quick review on it. So, Batman or Damian, of course, when he gets to the uh, down of the boat, he finds Bruce Wayne, kind of locked up by the Joker or the Imposer. So he starts fighting each one of them. He's talking about how he wanted to earn the respect that he always wanted from his father, from Bruce. He always wanted to be noticed by his father. He always wanted to be something really big, and he wanted to be something for this world. Anyway, after Damien beating the crap out of every single one of them and killing almost the Joker, he takes back Bruce Wayne to the Batcave. He took care of him while he talks to Alfred the cat. He will be like, the world needs me, the city needs a Batman, I'm going there to save them each and every day. He gets back to the streets, he does his own thing, and that's where the issue stops. What the fuck? That's the end? Come on, that's not even a good end for such a book. He didn't even kill the real killer of, Richard. He didn't kill him. He didn't kill the guy who killed the Nightwing. The Joker, the real Joker, is back. But, come on. This is not a good end for such a comic book. This is maybe the worst comic book that I read so far. Even I'm not rating it in a good way. It's gonna be like 5 out of 10. Such a bad ending, I don't know. I just hate this issue. I just hate everything about it. I just didn't like it. It's not even on my buy list anymore. It's just a read list that I don't wanna even remember reading it anymore. Fuck it. Hello everyone and welcome to another new review, and this one gonna be on Batman Dark Knight, issue number 27. This issue continues from where it stopped in issue number 26, where the Batman got, caged up by the men of the Penguin. Of course he escaped, he blew it away and he escaped and he got, the Penguin people down. He tied them up, he basically helped the mother to find her daughter again. Of course, Commissioner Gordon did the arrest after the Batman tied up all these men. Of course, nothing was left for him to do but to make sure that the girl and the woman are, of course, doing well. But later on, we see the Penguin going to a room where he meets up with men in suits. Who are these? What the Penguin wants from them? No one knows. But in the end of the issue, we see Batman going to the window of the girl, checking on her. Bye bye. Okay, you're doing alright. That's it. His job is done. In the end of the issue, we see a really interesting panel. I really liked what was happening in that panel. The Christmas tree, it had the Batman instead of an angel, which was pretty cool and pretty awesome. I really enjoyed it. It was nice. Whoever have a great imagination, you gotta read this issue, or more like look at the pages and just imagine stuff. Keep imagining what are they talking about and what is it all. Hello everybody and welcome to another new review. This one gonna be on The Flash issue number 27. This issue might be, a point that could change the whole Flash life, his father and everyone, and it could change the Flash's universe. So this issue starts up with a flashback to 1898, where two guys are fighting amongst each other, or more like, he be like, you betrayed me, you took all the money for yourself, and he was like, no, I didn't, blah blah blah, and you're a liar. Batak. He actually killed him. So now they take us to where the Flash will be fighting two, criminals who robbed some kind of stores, banks, etc. And they were Chroma and Tar Pit. They were not really good together. They had fights together, and the Flash took advantage of it and took them down. Later on, we see the Flash in the Barry Allen suit, detecting about something happened years ago and about some bodies that were dumped in that hole for years and years until they found them, and they reminded it reminded the detectives from a killer called Hollis Holden, the ones who had his own style of killing and murdering people. Of course, Captain Furry didn't like the idea of Barry Allen being on the case, so he gave it to someone else. Barry Allen didn't like the answer that that Captain Furry gave him, and he started digging out why he want him on the team. And later on, he finds out that there is most probably a copycat or a partner for Hollis Holden. Um, that might help him out, or that might kill his mom or something. So later on we see him going to his dad to ask for more questions about what's happening, who's Hollis Holden, etc. What happened on that day. uh, Later on we see the Flash going to Hollis Holden asking him about his partner, who is he, and give me a name, I need it, until he gives him a name called Archibald Damian. Later on, we see Barry Allen going to Captain Fury and trying to take a permission from him to examine the DNA of the guy to compare it with the evidence that were in his mom's case to prove if he's the killer or not. And of course, he refused, and he told him about an affair that or not an affair, more like he had a thing to his mother when he was a kid, when they were young. I mean, Uh, After that, we see Barry Allen digging up the grave, and actually he got hit by some kind of a ghost, yelling, "Fletcher must die." I'm looking forward to issue number 28 to see what's happening. The next issue gonna be called Dead Man Walking. I really liked everything about it, except the cover wasn't really good, but you know, totally overall, I really enjoyed it. Hello everyone and welcome to another new review, and this one gonna be on one of my favorite titles so far for Deadpool, Night of the Living, issue number 2. So this issue starts up with them introducing us to the kids and to the little grandma and the other guys that were on the car that picked up Deadpool earlier in issue number 1. The kids were Willow and Joy, and the guy was called Mr. Radic Radicliffe. Hopefully I pronounced his name right. They start talking about all this whole shit that's happening. They started to run away, to start, look for some places until his grandma or the grandma got attacked by a zombie, and she was already dead. They couldn't help her. Later on, they go for weeks on looking for help until they reach for the 8th week, and there was this whole hilarious thing of squad that Deadpool is calling them with that name. Later on, one night they'll be sleeping, they'll wake up the other day, and Deadpool and Mr. Radcliffe, they'll be looking for the kids. They're nowhere to be found until they find them in a cemetery, and that's where the kids got infected by the virus, and they killed Mr. Radcliffe. The only thing left for Deadpool just to kill these kids, and yeah, he did. He couldn't resist. He killed everyone actually there, and he started to walk on his way. Um, of course, he went to another place called West Virginia, and that's where he found a town that's full of happiness, joy. People are living their life until a group of women comes up, or old woman comes up from nowhere, and they start talking about this town. And in the end of the issue, they will be like, "We're gonna destroy this town. We're gonna slaughter every woman, every man, and every child." And that's where the nut job starts for Deadpool. It have to be nut jobs for Deadpool. This issue was so great. The end of the issue was really cool, really funny. I can't wait for it. I'm waiting to see issue number 2, and that's. Hello everyone and welcome to another new review, and this one gonna be on Earth 2 annual issue number 2, the origins of the Batman, the shocking origin of this great hero. So this issue starts up showing us the Bruce Wayne origins, where his parents died, or that's what he thought. Of course, when his parents died, he turned into the Batman. He started searching for answers. Who did this and who was he? He found that it was Joe Chill, and he started to search for whom did he work at that time. He found out that he worked for Frankenville, hopefully his name I'm pronouncing his name right. When he worked for that guy, there was 3 other guys who worked for him as well. Those 3 guys went after Tommy Wayne, the guy who saved him from dying at a very early age. After saving him, they had some great good times together until there's that thing that happened to Tommy Wayne and the other guy, Franken. They felt that there was something going on, and each one of them have a sin they wanted to cover up, and the only way to do that is to kill him, to kill Tommy Wayne. That's what Franken felt. He was like, hey, I gotta kill Thomas so I could just get rid of him, so he won't do nothing, or he couldn't disturb me anymore. Of course, we saw a lot of stuff happening right there. Later on, we see Jarvis, or yeah, we see kind of Jarvis even in the flashback, kicking the shit of 3 people who tried to take down Tommy Wayne. He kicked them out of nowhere. His back, he just like slammed their heads. Nothing really was feared at all. Later on, we see a guy masked calling for Francisco Francavilla. Again, hopefully I pronounced his name right. He's asking for the guy. He wanna kill him with everything he got until Batman gets down. He gets back at him, and he just go look for him. Of course, he found him at the end by the help of Alfred, and at that time he thought that he was Jarvis, that the father of um, Alfred, but no, he was mistaken. It was Thomas Wayne, the father of Bruce Wayne. He was shocked. He was like, "Why didn't you tell me that you weren't dead? What happened?" And later on, of course, he came to his great detection that Thomas Wayne just asked a nurse not to tell anyone about what he did and how he survived. And of course, he was addicted to a drug that kept him sane and safe until this moment. Later on, we see him killing Francesco. After he killed him, he changed. His whole life changed. He went to Bruce Wayne. He tried to, to talk to him, to be reasonable with him again, but you know, never walked out for him, but he always was there for Bruce Wayne when he got married, when he got a kid, when he saw his granddaughter growing up, and after that he was, there for the worst moment of his life. Bruce Wayne died saving the world. He died at doing his own job, and he was like, the only thing I could do for Bruce Wayne to honor him, to just get back and honor him with everything he got. With it, he just wanted to honor him for what he stood for, and he honored him by becoming the Batman. And that was the end of this issue. Annual 2 earth2 was just so great. I really enjoyed it. I got goosebumps while reading it. I'm gonna give it 9 out of 10. Everything was so great about it. I loved it. It's a buy list, it's a read list. Thank you guys for watching.